Lil Wayne's son says Wayne wrote most of Drake's lyrics.
Wayne or Drake?
Lil Wayne. My dad wrote most of the shit. So I mean, on God, like if it wasn't for my pops, then it wouldn't be no Drake. Like for real. I mean, it probably would be a Drake, but he wouldn't be where he at.
What up, where's your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those Cashapp to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. I would not be surprised if this is true, that Lil Wayne wrote most of Drake's lyrics. Now, we know that Drake had ghostwriters. He had a whole team. But at the same time, in the beginning, if you're trying to pop Drake and you're Lil Wayne and you know this going to be tough because this little, like, he kind of like, he's not as edgy, let's say that, as the typical rapper at the time. This was what, way back in the day, 15 years. This was early 2010s and things like that. So you're not really seeing what you're seeing out of the other rappers. So you know that the community is going to sleep on him, right? He didn't look the part, didn't sound the part, wasn't from America. He's from Canada. They got a whole different, the lingo's different. The way they speak, their accent is different. And I gotta guarantee you, he gonna sound weird, especially the raps that he probably was writing. They probably was kind of soft. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, to him, he's killing it. Wasn't this dude on like Nickelodeon or something? Like, gang, like you're getting a guy off of like the grassy. He's mixed. He coming from Canada. This stuff probably sound a little wonky. I'm just gonna be honest, gang. So it would make sense that Wayne would put so they say Wayne's so gifted. Wayne will go in the booth, knock the shit on one verse. This dude Wayne was constantly writing allegedly. Now there's issues there. There's accusations of him having ghostwriters, Gilly the Kid, this and the third. But for the most part, from all reports that I've heard, Wayne never needed a ghostwriter. Wayne was always writing in his head himself. He's jumping in the booth with the rap already written. So I don't know if Gilly really wrote anything for Wayne. I'm just gonna be honest. I believe I heard from somebody that he recanted that and said he was just trolling. So I don't know. Don't say Challz said it. We can say whatever, but end of the day, I think from my understanding, Wayne was a very creative writer. And if you look at the situation, a lot of you can't rewrite it now because it seemed like, oh, that's Drake, he did his thing. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at the beginning. You get this white kid from Canada, he's kind of good. He's, he got a good flow, Pico Arby, he's a rapper. He sound like Fonte from Lil Brother. We like it, Well, Fonte from Lil Brother ain't never was gonna sell no hit records. I'm just gonna be honest. Did he don't have one? And much respect to Lil Brother, but Lil Brother never blew up. Okay? Lil Brother's on their last tour of their career right now. Let's just be honest. And I love Lil Brother. Who the fuck don't love Lil Brother? But a dude spitting like Fonte of Lil Brother, yeah, he gonna have his career gonna be just like Lil Brother, right? So if you're Lil Wayne, you're thinking, I'm not signing no Lil Brother. I'm trying to sign the biggest rapper in the world. This dude's half Jewish, half black. He got a whole fan base we ain't even tapped into yet. These white girls gonna love this motherfucker. He gotta make hit records. So rapping like Fonte ain't gonna get that. So I could see Lil Wayne sitting down, putting pen to paper, say this, say that, and I can't say Drake could be too. He's too proud to take the raps. Let's just be honest. I'm not gonna sit and say, well, Drake too proud. You don't believe that your goddamn self. Let me continue. I'm gonna read this article and have a conversation. Speaking to Trill Marty on YouTube, the younger Carter dished the dirt on who allegedly was behind Drake's lyrics. This is Lil Wayne's son, Navi. Navi said, quote, my dad wrote most of Drake's shit. I mean, on God, like if it wasn't for my pops, there wouldn't be no Drake. This is Lil Wayne's son, who obviously was there. Obviously. Now, listen, I know I have this stance where I believe all things concerning Drake are true. I believe it. So at the end of the day, though, this is one of them ones where you have to take with a grain of salt and you have to put your thinking cap on. Like, it sound possible. Let me go back and look at the lyrics. Let me see if Wayne's name is in there some kind of way. Like, so there's a lot of research that need to be done that I'm not going to be doing. But at the end of the day, his name could be in there for any myriad of reasons. Or they could have left it out. So that wouldn't be a 100% tale of the tape that he wrote it. But if Navi was there, he would have saw his dad write these raps. And there's no reason to say that now, 2025. Let me continue. I mean, there probably would be a Drake, but he wouldn't be where he's at though. Now, if Lil Wayne's writing for you, yeah, you would blow up. I'm just gonna be honest. He putting the bag behind you, and he writing your raps, getting your beats together. He's creating you, right? Create another hole. He created this nigga. Let's keep this moving. However, Navi did say no disrespect to Drake. He hard. Navi did not offer any more specifics on what songs Wayne may have penned for Drake, which would be a freaking scandal. This guy got enough scandals as is. That would be a scandal. If he start naming, he did headline, like he just start naming all kind of stuff. That would be a catastrophe. I'm just gonna be honest. So good thing he didn't do that for Drake. But he said, neither Weezy nor Drake have responded to the remarks, and you won't get none. Wayne would never. He would never speak on this one way or the other. And Drake definitely gonna act like he ain't even hear you say, what'd you say? He ain't hear you, so he never gonna say nothing about this. Drake has never had anything but love for his She Will collaborator. Drizzy also praised Weezy as a label boss last year. Quote, we were so lucky to have the most supportive boss in the game, always gassed us up, as he should. He's your boss. He wants to get the best out of you and get the best records and make the most money. So yes, he should be gassing you up as opposed to anything other than that. When the New Orleans rap legend brought his 39th birthday back in 2021, brought in his 39th birthday back in 2021, Drizzy was at the heart of the celebrations and made a toast to his longtime collaborator. This wasn't that long ago. 2021 was in the pandemic, so he's raising the glass to him. I still think they on shaky terms right now. I'm just gonna be honest, but 2021, he raised the glass. Quote, we don't get a chance to gather as a family much more, he said while hoisting a glass of champagne in honor of Lil Wayne. I still to this day get nervous about speaking on this man because at the end of the day, as much of a brother and a mentor he is to me, he's still my idol. I don't know if I think in theory he says that, but he surpassed this guy in a lot of ways. So I don't know if that's his idol. I'm sure a lot of people like Kendrick even says, yo, Lil Wayne's my idol, but I don't know if 2025 that Drake still respects this man the way he says he does. Because first of all, he would have been on that album that he just dropped. If he would have been like, the album ain't coming out without me. And apparently he wasn't on there. There's no way the Carter 6 drops without at least 2 verses from this guy. Let's just be honest. This your idol. This guy needs you right now. He ain't had an album in 7 years. The last Carter came out 7 years ago, right? He's dropping the Carter 6. He needs you. The joint only did 110. It did 110 in the first week. They call it the worst album of his career. He needed you. Bad. Where was you? You could have been on a hook. You could have did a verse. You could have came with a beat from 40, anything. No support. Let me keep this moving. As much of a brother as a mentor he is to me, he's still my idol and still somebody who puts me in a place where when I start talking about him or thinking about him, I start thinking about my family. Drake also shared photos from the birthday bash, posting a group photo of himself, Weezy, Young Money president Mac Main, and Wayne's former manager Cortez Bryant, as well as a photo booth flick of him holding up one of Wayne's best rapper alive, bandana. The love is mutual, as Wayne has often spoken for Drake too. The Amelie hitmaker stopped by the Richard Sherman podcast and shared why he thinks people hate on the certified lover boy so much. Quote, this is according to Wayne, why you guys are such haters and K-bots. He said, he light-skinned. That's just American history. This is Wayne on American history. He's telling us because he red and light-skinned. This is why they hate on Drake. This is why. Let me get this knowledge. Let me soak this game up from Wayne. This is weird, but let me go. That's just American history. How I know it is because I'm not light-skinned. I hated on all light-skinned dudes in school. So yeah, it's American history, man. Wayne is wild, gang. He just literally said he color shamed dudes. I hated on all light-skinned dudes. He's like, because I was dark-skinned. We all understand what he's trying to say, but you shouldn't say that. Don't say that, Wayne. Don't do that. That's weird, gang. Let's not do that. So at the end of the day, the verdict to me, I'm just gonna put on everything that I know about Drake and that I know about this situation right now, that I know about Wayne as an MC and what was on the line at the time, because let's just be honest, nobody else popped off Young Money at the time besides Drake. Tiger was popping, but they messed up Tiger's money, and Tiger ran up out of there kicking and screaming. So he was trying to be the biggest record label in the world. You had Drake, the skinny Canadian dude with no mustache. He had Nicki Minaj, and he had Tiger. The rest of them dudes, Lil Twist and all them, I don't know what happened. I didn't think I heard none of these motherfuckers since Bedrock, right? And I think was Lloyd on there, or he's just on the record. I don't know. But he had a lot of riding on the line. He had Birdman siphoning all his money before he even got it. He had a lot to prove. So would he write for? I'll go so far as say he wrote for Drake and Nicki. Dead ass. Now I know y'all gonna say, well, don't disrespect Nicki like that. But he could have threw her some shit and she said it and just moved forward. Let's just be honest. I know she's a writer, this and the third, but when that's that kind of money on the line, sometimes people will just be like, yeah, let me go ahead and write this for you, and then you spit it and do it how I say. But as far as Drake, I would say I believe that Wayne did write some stuff for him, but who knows, man? Who cares? I'm out of here, man. CLBMG, black-yeti.com. Head over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They got all new flavors over there, a bunch of new products. They ship all over the continental US. Every Wednesday night, we go live on The What Show. We talk hip-hop. We talk sports. We just have a good time. 2 hours, 200 people in the chat. Make sure you're one of them. Let them know what you think. And now, a new show on Monday nights called Underground Edge. It's the new Rap City music videos. Let me know what you think. Come through. I'm going to catch you on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.